Well, it'd be easier to say where they weren't.
Oh, my.
Um, it's been hectic for the last 2 nights, and we're expecting it to continue. According to the National Weather Service, it's going to continue on through Friday and possibly into Saturday morning. But right now we're everywhere from south to north, east to west of the parish, and we are evacuating some homes now on Lakeview. We've been there, got some boats in there right now to a few homes near Lakeshore, North Lakeshore Drive. We've got a house on South Lakeshore that we're helping them get out of. Ellerby Road area or the Norris Ferry area, there's a home that we're having to evacuate out that way. There's some high water just about everywhere. I wouldn't even go into all the intersections in Caddo that are underwater.
Excuse me, Sheriff Steve. So you've got people this morning trapped in their homes that you're having to evacuate via boat.
Right. We've been doing that for the last 24 hours. People, and when you say trapped in their homes, they're not actually like, as you know, on the roofs of the homes like you might see, but they can't get out of their driveway. They don't have a vehicle to use. Vehicles are all incapacitated, so we're taking boats in there to get them and their pets out. We're rescuing a couple of farm animals this morning, and some dogs that a person has, having to get them out in boats because there's just no way that they could wade out now.
Sheriff, you and I have been at this a long time. I don't think in my memory, have seen it happen this fast. Is that part of the problem?
Well, that's part of the problem, and like I say, it's such a widespread problem. It's not just one body of water; it's all the bodies of water. And now they're going to. We expect them to start releasing out of Lake of the Pines. Corps of Engineers are going to have to eventually release more water out of there, and we don't know what that's going to do to Caddo and everything else that is around that area that may not be as badly affected right now as it is. The river's come up, I believe it came up something like 11 feet in 48 hours. I mean, it was just a tremendous surge that's come through. We don't expect any problems out of the river right now. We'll get up to flood stage again, but that's 30 feet.
Steve, yesterday, Sheriff Whittington over in Bossier was telling people, Stonebridge, Tiburon, etc., you guys got to get out of there. Did you have any neighborhoods like that where you were telling people, get out and get out now?
No, not really. Other than as you know, around Riding Club Lane, around the Wallace Lake area, that just historically floods when there's a lot of rain, and they know to get out. You don't have to go in there and tell them because they've been through it so many different times. We hadn't had any neighborhoods like that.
As the boss of Homeland Security, what are you looking at this morning to give you an indication of what's yet to come, and what can you share from that?
Well, we can share just about anything, in this kind of an event, and we'll be meeting and have been talking to and meeting with the Weather Service throughout the night, and we'll be getting together as a group at 9:00 this morning. All the concerned players at the 911 center, and we'll have our meeting there, and we'll probably stand that up if we're not. We'll stand that up for 24-hour operations like we've been doing, but we'll just have it manned from each agency. And we'll go from there and see how much more we're going to get. We, like I say, Cross Lake is at record levels now, is my understanding. Flood stage is 172.5. I think it's at 176. So it's come on up, and I hadn't heard the latest report of Caddo.
Steve, when the rain ends or at least subsides just a little bit later today, tonight, whenever, that doesn't mean your work's anywhere near done, does it?
Oh no, we'll still have runoff, and then we'll have people that are trying to get back in their homes and clean up. And like once a area is evacuated, then we have to do our best to saturate, patrol it, because people will come in there and they will. Sad to say, but people will mess with other people's stuff, and we have to be aware of that. So our regular work does not diminish. Our just rescue type work and taking care of people increases. So we're going to have another week of pretty intense work. Our Marine unit, for instance, they've been working, I think, 48 hours now, and it gets to the point to where it gets dangerous, and you have to finally send them home because they want to keep helping people.
Sheriff,
and
what is your message to the public this morning?
just help us by not driving through high water. That seems to always be a problem. People think that they can get through and their car floods out, and then we have to go in and rescue them, get them out of the vehicle. Then we have to fool with their vehicle to get it out of the intersection. So just use common sense, and people generally have a lot of common sense, but every now and then you'll have a fool that'll do something stupid and cause us some extra work.